G'day, welcome back to Built Prado. My name is Matt. Today I'm making a video that I do not want to make, and it's to do with this piece of paper I'm holding in my hands right now. And it's to do with the rear main sill inside the Prado. Okay, where do I even begin? This is another story about me going to a mechanic, not having a great experience, losing a lot of money, and the problem pretty much not being fixed. Where does it all start? You may ask. Right here on this page. Now, I've done a video in the past about the same mechanics, and you can confirm I'm never going there again after this. So that video was about a year ago, and it's a year later, and I haven't really gone to them in that time period, but I went back recently because the car did a rear main sill in the gearbox. Now, this was partially our fault when we serviced this car like 2-3 years ago. We serviced it wrong, and the sill was held up for that long, which is very impressive. Now, at the time this video is out, this actually all went down before my Fraser Island trip. So if you've seen that, this all happened, the whole servicing and stuff happened before then. Okay guys, so to sum it up, there was about, $1,500 in labour, and parts was $90, okay? So you can really see how it's a little bit frustrating that it takes that much labour for only $90 part. So if you did it yourself, granted it might have taken you a whole weekend, or 4 hours or so, but it would only cost you $90, whereas this is costing near the $1,700 realm, which is just ridiculous, especially on an apprentice wage. If you can agree at home that apprentices don't get paid very much money, and when it's something like that, that's pretty major. Okay, now obviously I'm a bit mechanical, but I'm not mechanical enough to throw out a whole gearbox and do that in my driveway. I don't have a hoist and all that crap, and also I don't have the skill for that. So obviously some things you have to go to the mechanic for, exhibit A right now. And so obviously I'm very upset, and it's not an ideal situation, but I'm sure this happens to people all the time. Going to mechanics, getting ripped off, etc. But this isn't the main thing I want to talk about. What I want to talk about was the fact that when I gave them the car, they had it for almost a month when they said it would be within the week. And this was very frustrating because I use this car for work, all my stuff's in it, and I allowed for it to only be a week. But when it went to 2 weeks, to 3 weeks onwards, that's when it was a bit ridiculous. And I left all my tools in here, which means I couldn't work properly. I did take out the bare minimum for worst case scenario, which did happen. Drill driver, tool belt, saw. But I didn't have, or maybe like a nail gun, but I literally didn't have any of my tools. And I had to drive my parents' car the whole time, because this mechanic also doesn't do a little car they loan to you as well, which is another bad reason to go there. So I'm really not enjoying this experience at all. I didn't have my car, and I didn't have any of my tools for work. So most frustrating thing was every time I texted him, he'd be like, oh yeah, next week, and so on. So I just never got it, okay? Now, it was really frustrating, and I think he was generally trying to do his hardest, but he just took so long to get it back. And a lot of mechanics normally have heaps more guys than just one, and they absolutely go through the cars like no tomorrow. Whereas he's a one guy man, and he's done it all himself, which is fair enough, but also don't say a week when it's going to be a month, because they're two completely different time frames. Okay guys, so as you can see, I'm a little bit frustrated, but really this is probably nothing compared to some of the big $5 grand plus expenses at a mechanic. This could be not as bad as I think it is. But I want to hear what you guys have done. Comment down below, worst thing that's happened to you at a mechanic, because I'm pretty ticked off about this, and it's happened twice now over the past 2 years, and I think I should learn and just not go there anymore. If you think I'm being too savage and you think that's just is what it is, that's just how they go, then let me know. But I think that this is not a scam, but a little bit of a rip-off, and I just feel like $1,600 in labour to take out a gearbox is a bit excessive. I don't know. Am I crazy? We'll find out. So till then guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed my little rant. I'll catch you guys next time on Built Prado.